Hello guys, welcome back. Hope you are doing very well. In this video we are going to set up Zabbix version 6 with this architecture that I have shown here. We have application and web server here with the IP address of this 160 and separate database server here with 170 IP address. As you have seen my video of installing Debian 12 version, as I'm shown here, I will use two of these machines, one for application and web server, front-end server of Zabbix 6, and another for database server. All the steps are here. First we'll prepare MariaDB 10.11 on this machine 170, then installing Zabbix scripts package and Zabbix agent 2 package and import database schema here. And part 1 of this video is finished. In another video I will record how to configure and install web and application servers, and your package is completely finished and your server is ready for use. Here if you see in Zabbix website, you have all the requirements. For example, if you want to install Zabbix version 6 on Debian machine, on 12 version, server and front-end, MySQL, Apache, all the steps are here. But at the end of this installation, you will have one machine with all database and application and web server package installed. In this scenario, I am going to separate this. Put database server on another machine and application and web server on a separate machine. After that we can configure replication with for this database server and some other configuration that we will see in the future. So for completing this process, first I will connect to my Debian machine. I will configure this machine for database server. Let me check the IP address here. We have 142 here, so we should change it. We go to etc network interfaces. I will change the IP address to 70. According to this, I will update my hosts file. I will put this name here and save my host file. Let me ping this IP. So my connection is okay. Here I should change the IP address to 170 here. Press OK and connect. So my host name, as you see, has been changed to Zabbix DB01, and IP address has been changed also to 170 as we had this in our diagram. So the base configuration of server has been done. We will continue to install MariaDB 10.11 here. First of all, you should consider that MariaDB version 12 is coming by default with Debian with MariaDB of 10.11 in its media. But I don't use the DVD media. I have configured app source.list. I have configured main Debian repositories here. You can do it for your installation if you want, and I will install MariaDB version 10.11 from this repository. After configuring this file, you should be sure that run apt update before trying to install, but I have done this before. It is not required here, so I press to install db-server. I will try to install it. So MariaDB has been found on this repository, and 198 megabyte of disk space will be used. I press yes here to continue installation. If you want to know why we select this version of Debian here, let's check this. we have all the version of MariaDB versions here. As you see, just version 10.11 and 10.6 are long-term version of MariaDB server. 10.3 was the older one, which is not maintained anymore, and it is finished life cycle. So we will use 10.11 version that released about a year ago, and it is stable enough for you to host your production workload. So our MariaDB server has been installed, and as you can see, service is running, and I will check from systemctl here. So our service is running and everything is okay. As you can see, server socket created on IP 127. It means that we cannot connect to this machine from any other system. For example, let me connect to this machine from my PC, which is on the same VLAN. As you can see, it cannot connect. So let's check this. We will go to MySQL, my.cnf. It is the main configuration file of MariaDB server. We want to say MariaDB that we want you to listen to your IP address, not localhost. So we create server section here and set bind address. Restarting MariaDB is necessary here. So let's check the status again, and as you can see, server socket created on the IP address, and so I think we should connect here, and we get another error, which means that this host is not allowed to connect to this MariaDB server, and it is okay for us. So let's connect to this system. MySQL is ready here, and as you can see, it didn't ask any password from us because we are connecting with root user. And from MariaDB 10.5 authentication plugin is installed by default on this system. You can disable it, but if you don't need this from security reason or somehow, you can continue using it. So our database engine is ready, and we continue to preparing database server. So here from Zabbix website, we should install Zabbix repositories here. So I check this line, copy this. File has been downloaded. I will install it. This install will make our Zabbix repositories. So we should run apt update here. After this session, we can continue using Zabbix repositories to install other packages. So our repository has been updated. In this step, as you can see, some packages are installed. I will copy this line here and paste. But I want to change something. I want to install Zabbix Agent 2 here because in the future I will use this Agent 2 plugin for monitoring database server. Zabbix SQL scripts are required, but Apache.conf, frontend PHP, and Zabbix server MySQL are not necessary. We just install Zabbix SQL scripts and Agent 2. So I press install and I press yes here. It takes some time to install the package from Zabbix website. If you can see here, there are some other steps for creating database, creating user, granting required privileges to that created user, and importing a schema, and we will do all of them one by one. So Zabbix has been installed, Zabbix script and Agent 2. If we check it again, this port is listening, which is which means that agent 2 is running. systemctl status zabbix.agent2 service. It is okay, agent 2 is running, and the SQL script has also been installed. So in this step, we again connect to our database with root user with super privileged and create Zabbix database here. I copy this line here. Database has been created. Let's check it. Our database is here. We don't create user in this step, and we don't grant any privileges to this user, and this part is necessary if you are going to use non-root user, I mean SQL root user, not OS root user. It is not necessary to set it, but we will do it here. So in this step, it's quit session, but we don't quit, and we have another session open here. We will go this command. This command is using server SQL gz file and import Zabbix SQL schema to Zabbix database, and we don't need this user Zabbix and -p, and we just need Zabbix database name. I press enter here, and database schema will start to import in our database. It takes some time to import the Zabbix database here. After this complete, we have a fully set up Zabbix database server here, and we can continue to set up other steps as installing application server, web server, and other requirements that we have here on IP160. We don't have any other things to do until we install application and web server. Then we create user for connecting from application to database. So our database has been imported successfully. We use this database. As you can see, all the Zabbix tables has been imported successfully. We have some records here, so it is okay. Our database server is ready. We are ready for installing application and web server on another server, which means 160, and continue configuring our infrastructure. Until next video, take care, bye bye.